Recorded live at Vauxhall Comedy Club, this is the Ding Dong Gong Show.
How weird was that intro, wasn't it? Fucking like Brian Blessed or someone's in the fucking booth right there. But this is a weird intro because this is a weird fucking night. Give me a cheer if you've been to a normal comedy show before. Give me a cheer if you've been to this Ding Dong Gong show or another Gong show before. You're in for a surprise. This is not your ordinary comedy show, no. This is better, possibly, depending which way you look at it. But it's going to be a fantastic night. This is the Ding Dong Gong show. This is a gong show, which means we've got some fresh comics coming up on stage, trying to make you laugh for 5 minutes straight. It's kind of like a mix between X Factor and Jeremy Kyle. Do you know what I mean? So there are some weird people coming up stage who may or may not have all their teeth. Some are going to be entertaining, some are going to be sectioned, possibly. It's going to be a wild, wild ride. But it's going to be fun. Like, so give me a cheer if you watched X Factor for the final. You're a dickhead. Alright. Give me a cheer if you watch X Factor for the people who may be a little bit delusional in the first one. Yes, this is what the essence of this show is. Because comedy is hard, people are trying to be funny, and when they're not funny, it's kind of funny. It's all I'm trying to say. So it's kind of, that is the vibe that we've got here tonight. It's going to be fun. We will be a little bit harsh, a little bit rude to some of these comics. Relax, we're all comedians, we're all part of this little community who are very nice to each other's face and then horrible to each other's behind their back in WhatsApp groups. But we are, and generally we all want all these comics to be doing really, really well, but sometimes they're going to be a shit and we will be saying some stuff that may be a home truth. Don't worry. If they're in comedy, they've got to have a thick skin because this is all about getting up on stage, failing, and going home and not suiciding yourself, alright? Important rule. So that's just what we're here to do. Oh, by the way, trigger warning. Probably should have done that before the suicide jokes. There is no, like, this is a wild, wild show. Yeah? There is, like, I'm the host and I'm saying wild shit. We've got a bucket here with some people. I have no idea who is in this bucket. These could be crazy people. These could be like homeless people. These could be homeless crazy people. Sometimes it is that. And we don't know what they're saying. So if you're of a sensitive disposition, if you're easily offended, fuck off now. Because this is not the show for you, okay? Alright, cool. Someone's offended over there. Wonderful. Alright, cool. So, that's basically the long and short of it. There are some rules to this madness, and we've written them. So, comics will come up on stage and try and make you laugh for 5 minutes straight, and that is hard for 2 reasons. One, as I previously mentioned, the level of comic not always amazing, so lower the... I'm going to need more energy from you as well, motherfuckers, alright? Was that a Heil Hitler, or have you got a cross? Because a blonde lady just went, yeah! And I was like, this is not really a classroom, so I don't know what is going on. If it's, that may be a bit too much of the energy. Did you have a question?
Okay,
no. No, okay, that's what I fucking thought. It was a Heil Hitler. Okay, so the comics sometimes may not be the best, but they are fucking trying. And the second reason it's going to be hard to make you laugh for 5 minutes straight is because of this. You, the audience, can cut their set short if you think they're shit. It's going to be hard work with you lot tonight. I'm going to need more energy. Alright, cool, yes. So we are going to select 4 audience members who are going to be representatives of all of you. I might not choose the Hitler lady over there. But you are going to basically be the representatives of the whole audience. You are the Dong Masters. Yeah, and those Dong Masters can, if they think the comic is not really making them laugh, they can raise their Donga power into the air, right up into the air, and you will hear this sound. 1 dong. We don't have a sound. So if any comic on the stage gets 3 dongs, you will hear this sound. Another one bites the dust. Yes. We can only play that long if it's any longer. We have to pay for it. 3 dongs and you are gone! And whether you know they survived the 5 or not, they will get a little bit of a roasting from the judges and a bit of an interview and some feedback on hopefully how they can get better as comedians. Sound good? Yeah! Excelente. Right, so we do want these comics to do well, and sometimes people in the audience can be a little bit too harsh. They make an instant snap judgment like I have of you, and they just raise it. So we give all the comics 60 seconds of grace, yeah? So they have 60 seconds to make you laugh where they are undongable. So after, she found that funny. Okay, cool. So after that 60 seconds, you will hear this sound. When you hear that ding, that's when you can dong if you don't think they're funny. And let me just tell you this, after 60 seconds, if they haven't made you laugh, it's a really high probability they're not going to make you laugh in the further 4 minutes, alright? So, does that sound good? Yeah! Now what do we hear if they win? I hear no one asking. Alright, cool. Well, this is what happens. If they survive the 5, if they have been making you piss yourself, you shit yourself, and you like stop Hitler saluting, you will hear this sound. And that's the cue for you to lose your shit. You look miserable, sir. Are you Are you an actor? Are you about to go on? No? No? Okay. You're free to leave if you hear. He just looks like that. Do you know him? And maybe that's why he's so angry, because you've just been so rude to him. I love it. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that. So, when you hear that sound, I want you guys, because that's a special thing, they've made it through to the final. I want to see high fives, I want people standing ovations, I want you kissing you fingering her. I want it to go wild in here. This is Vauxhall, anything can happen. Alright, wonderful. Okay, so, I think one. So whether they survive the 5 or not, we're going to have a little bit of feedback from our lovely judges, and I think it's about time I introduce them to you. Don't you think that's right? Yeah! Wonderful. Please welcome to the stage, or to the panel, our host judges, Dane Buckley and Adam Cooper! So these two are regular comics and fan favourites here at the club. Adam and Dane, what are you looking for from some of the comedians tonight?
Looking for jokes, you expect that. I'm looking for people who put fucking effort into their sets. I've listened a few times and a lot of them haven't put effort into it.
Really selling it tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I also kind of just want to see you, audience, I want you to be fucking brutal. If somebody goes up in their shit, don't be like, oh, it's their first time. No one gives a shit, okay? Just be fucking honest, because we all want to get home at a reasonable time, okay? That's it. Okay.
Cool. Dane, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for authenticity, like be yourself, don't try to emulate another comedian, have fun as well, like have a good time. And I guess like a comedian with strong thighs and loose morals, but
Dane is our game on the panel tonight. So, wonderful. Alright, cool. Alright, so not really a gay-friendly audience, this is going to be awkward.
We'll be by the end.
Yeah, no, you are irresistible, and you have drugs. Alright, wonderful. So, what's left for me to do is choose some of you to be the Dong Masters. Does anyone in particular want to be a Dong Master? It's a lovely role, and you're going to wield that power. Yes. By the way, you don't have to just hit the salute. You can just put your hand up normally. Big man here, what is your name, sir? Stuart. And what? Not Stuart. Stephen. Okay. Stephen, I don't generally give a fuck, so... Stephen, what do you do, my friend? You're a marketing. What is this? Where are you from? Colombia, eh? I'm scared. Okay. So Stephen, you do marketing, and what are you marketing? Digital marketing. Okay, this is very vague. Like a Colombian being very vague about the job that I do. As a Colombian, can you be cruel and harsh? Yeah. Not Colombian cruel and harsh. I don't mean like hacking off limbs or some shit like that. I want you raising a limb. All right. Is this your partner, girlfriend? Yes. Yeah. You looked at him and went. Yes. Yes. And what is your name? Francesca. And how long have you and Stephen been fucking? You went, 3 months. Okay, cool. And do you feel he is a harsh, horrible man? Not usually, but does he have an angry side? Oh God. Is that a threat? Okay, but do you think he's good? Do we think Stephen here could be the first judge? They like you, Stephen. They like you. I think they also like cocaine, and they think you're going to have some of that. All right, Stephen, you. Oh, by the way, the dongs are dildos. So I forgot to mention. These are the dongs of power, and unfortunately, like in the real world, those with the cocks call the shots. But it's 2022. Anyone can have a cock. All right, wonderful. There you go. Excellent. So, Stephen is our first gun master, and he's waving that around assuredly. You, what is your name up here? You seem very nice. What is your name? Boyle. Sawyer, but with an M. Moya. Do we like that name? What the fuck is it? Where is Moya from? Where is that? I'm called Moose, so I don't know where I'm getting off. Going, what the fuck is that name like? Moya, where's that name from? Scotland. Okay. Yay! Are you a fan of Scotland or just Moya? and who are you here with, Moya?
My boyfriend, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend.
Your boyfriend, your brother, and your brother's girlfriend. Wonderful. Boyfriend, is she a horrible bitch?
Sometimes you can be.
Sometimes you can. Where are you from? I detect an accent.
Brazil.
You're from Brazil? Oh, right. Okay, cool. Brother? Yeah. Older brother, younger brother? Younger brother. Was she a good older sister? Ooh. Why? She's lovely. What is your name? Do you have a ridiculous name too?
Josh.
Okay. Okay, so Josh, what's the most horrible thing she did as an older sister?
As an older sister, oh gosh. Probably the
Physical abuse. She's tiny, bro. How did she do that? You're a bit younger. Okay, cool. Your dad never let him hit you back. I think he should be the fucking. do we want Josh or do we want Moya to be the dog master? Right, Josh? Josh, this ain't looking good. Moya? Alright, Moya. There you go, Moya. Josh, I want you to give this to her to create some sort of mental trauma right there. Okay. Moya, we got Stephen over here. We're going to need 2 more judges. Alright, okay. You've seen the dildos and you're like, I want me something. We have a lady over here in the background. I feel I just need someone over on this side in the royal box. What is your name? Victoria. What do you do, Victoria? Is this what everyone does? Is everyone just digital marketing and recruitment? Recruiting digital marketers for new fucking companies. Alright, cool. And who are you here with? Your friend doesn't have a name? Okay, wonderful. My friend, we won't talk to her. Friend, what is your name? Rianne. Is Victoria horrible? No. Is she nice?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Tell me about when she's not nice. This is what we want to know. Oh wow, look at that, that's controlling. Yeah, tell them about the other time, yeah? Try it, test me. See if you last the interval. Alright, Rian? What's she done that's horrible? Apart from that passive aggressive fucking comment.
I don't know. Drunk Victoria is a whole different person.
Oh really? What happens when she's drunk? I want to hear a drunk story. Is it aggressive? Is it overly? Sometimes. Okay, cool. Can we get 2 shots for? I'm not even joking. Get 2 shots of whatever for Victoria over there, because Victoria, you are gonna be our next Dong Master. This is really dirty one, Victoria. So I'm really sorry. We have tried to clean it. We have one more. Okay, cool. Like, I feel you're gonna lose a fucking eyeball if you don't. What is your name? Say again. Jigyasa.
Yeah.
Jigyasa.
Where am I from?
I don't know.
Do you guess?
I'm not here. Excellent, cool. Look, where are you from?
Nepal.
Nepal. Oh, wonderful. Like, so you climb fucking mountains and shit.
We have.
That's the only thing you have. Yep. Does anyone know anything else about Nepal? What are they doing there apart from being Sherpas? Tea? What was your name again? Jigyasa. What the fuck is your country doing? Like, what do you do apart from climbing? What do you do actually?
I do.
Digital marketing. Okay.
I'm doing my master's in business analysis.
Business analysis.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Cool. And what do you want to do when you grow up? More business analysis. You want to analyze businesses. And do you think you are horrible enough to be a judge?
She is.
She is.
I'm trying to be an advocate for her.
Okay, cool. Who is she and what is...
She's my sister.
Okay.
And she analyzes everyone's horoscopes and makes sure everyone gets their petty, deserved, cost.
Okay, cool. So your sister's crazy. She analyzes horoscopes and then makes sure are you a witch? What the fuck is going on? So who's going to be the Dong Master out of you and the sister?
She is me.
Okay, look, listen, I think you're both going to be the Dong Master. I'm just going to call you the Nepalese twins. And because you look exactly the fucking same. And I'm so glad you are twins, otherwise that would have been so racist. And here you go. Tiny twins, you get this tiny dick. Oh my god, I'm gonna get cancelled by someone. Alright, so, we've handed out some dildos, we've got to know some people, we made some mouldy racist comments. It's gonna be a great night. Alright, so, Nepalese twins, show me a dick. I've said that before. Stephen, show me a dick. Vicky, show me a dirty dildo. And Moya, show me the big black one. There we go. Alright, cool. So, two things, people, yeah? We are all one big, lovely, happy family tonight, but we are all about fostering an environment of hate. Yes? So we're going to actively encourage the audience. If you don't feel that these guys with the penises are doing their jobs, we want you to bully them. Yeah? We want you to fight that cock patriarchy, yeah? So if these guys are not raising their dildos into the air quick enough, when these acts are on, if they're not doing well, I need you to not physically bully him, relax Brazil and Colombia. I need you to just shout, Dong, yeah? 1, 2, 3, collective Dong? Dong! Alright, just you. Okay, wonderful, cool. And you, what was your name? Logan. Alright, Logan. Like, you need to uncross your arms, sit up. You're smiling now, but yeah, I think that's because I've handed out the dildo. Was it because I rubbed the dildo on your face? That literally rubbed a smile on your face. Right. We're in Vauxhall, anything can happen, pal. We can do more than rub it on your face. Okay, cool. So, if these guys are not putting their dildo up in the air, we want you to bully them vocally. Yeah? So, like, if someone's not doing well, dong, 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 ding, 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 dong. people will get the idea. All right, are we ready for some comedians? One more rule: when the comics are on stage, no chatting amongst yourselves. Listen to the jokes unless you're shouting "Dong" or big belly laughs. We also welcome comedians on 211. None of this Wimbledon or golf clap shit. We want you to fucking tear the roof off. All right? Does that sound good? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, please go absolutely batshit crazy for your first comic, Will Bond!
Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. Some people have. Well, if anyone doesn't know what magnet fishing is, let me just explain. It's a lot like ordinary fishing, except instead of a hook attached to a line, you have a powerful magnet attached to a rope. And instead of catching fish, you just catch scrap metal. Though there are some differences to ordinary fishing. Thankfully, there's none of this skill business required, and no waiting either. Magnet fishing is a lot quicker and more intense. All you do is you just get your rope and go, ooh, throw it in with a bit less of a ridiculous noise normally. We pull it out and see what we've got. Ooh, a new bike. Ooh. When I say new though, I mean new as in you didn't have it before, not new condition. Because it will be quite rusty, it's been bottom for liver. Deal with it. Get your magnet again and go, ooh, throw it in. And
one dog.
And pull it out. Oh.
3 dogs! Will, you are a shit magnet! Okay, Will, that was an interesting TED talk on magnet fishing. And there's obviously people like you. They seem to. Are these? Tell me you're like a massive stud and you brought half of these women with you. Are these magnet fishing groupies? Because like
it's the attraction of magnets.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Because like, you seem like a lovely guy, but like as far as a stand-up set, that was what? Alright, can you tell your mum to shut up? Listen, we gave him a chance. He had 60 seconds of grace, and he didn't have as many punchlines as he needed. That's simply it. Like, you know, I didn't choose. I have no choice. It's down to the audience. And Moya raised. I don't know if she just was like trying to see it in the line a bit more. But like, listen, people obviously like you. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy, my friend?
Since March.
Since March. That's, give him a round of applause. That is incredibly fresh to the thing. I'm assuming you actually do magnet fishing, or are you just no, you haven't. So is it a dream, or is this like a make-a-wish or something like that?
It's fun to imagine.
It's fun to imagine. And Jesus Christ. And you are not like. I hate to think what your Pornhub searches are. Beakers and like, someone help me out with what the fuck is going on here.
Well done, mate. Well done. It's never easy going on first, especially a night like this. I liked how relatable your material was. Really got to that. Really fucking knew exactly what you were talking about. You got a good vibe, man. You got this vibe of someone who's probably great at board games, but never satisfied with anything. Like, it's one of those like, two things. Saying that, dude, like obviously you've got a lot of love in the room, and that's mainly because you haven't hit puberty yet. What I would say though is generally, it's our job here tonight to be funny and to roast you and stuff. There's no rules of comedy. You'll fucking come back stronger, mate. Well done for coming up, and well done for going. How old are you, Will?
20.
take both. In my mouth. I love that Bush said you were like stud energy, because to me, like the only time you've ever snatched pussy was when you broke your Hello Kitty figure. But you were really cute. I love the way you hopped onto the stage. I think you're really likeable. Maybe what I would say is like, get to the funny a little quicker, just because it's a Gong show. They don't have story time to set up. And Moira, with her black pudding, seems to be the bitch. But I really enjoyed it. You're likeable, but for me, it's a little bit pub story. Like with a Gong show, you have to get to the funny quick.
Okay, yeah.
It's fine if you climax too early.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Will. Right. I think we should go for a name from the bucket. I'm going to pull one. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Harry Blake.
I know what you're all thinking. What the fuck has happened to Harry Potter since the first film? But I'll tell you the truth, I've got a confession. I've got a big head. Or, as my mum tells me, I've grown into it. But I've realised I've been getting old recently. When I was younger, I used to get called nicknames like Harry Potter, Clark Kent. Now I'm a little bit older, I'm getting called Peter Griffin or Family Guy. It's a bit of a fucking insult. Like, I've got a question. Why do people leave their curtains open if you have a shit house? Like, if you think about it, I used to live next to a hall. These curtains were always open. Why? And also, if we lock eyes, don't look at me like I'm the fucking weirdo. So, at a gig the other day, someone compared me to Billy Connolly, said I should be more like Billy Connolly. Does everyone know who Billy Connolly is? I am from South East London. Billy Connolly lived...
One dog.
Billy Connolly used to work in the shipyards. Where the fuck is my shipyard? How can I be like...
2 down, 3 down. Give it up for Harry Blake. Harry, how long have you been going, mate? How long is it?
It's like late November.
Late November, still fresh to this, still fresh. How many times do you gig in a week, bro?
Once or twice.
Once or twice. I think you need to up that frequency, try and be gigas more. What do you do when you're not staring through people's windows?
I work in like security. So
You work in IT security.
No, it's like event security. So I work like near all Fulham, copper box, all over.
Oh, so you're a bouncer, a doorman.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, that's the confidence I want to do. Yeah, I technically should be helping out here, but I'm just going to start staring. So how old are you, my friend?
23.
23. You're young man. They like the self-deprecating stuff, but I think you maybe did 1 or 2 jokes on that too many. But I'm sure you've got some stories from security work.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that? What, like?
I have a few jokes like that. But I tried doing I tried some new material tonight.
That's exactly what you should be trying on a Gong show when people are judging you. Yeah. Just do the new material. Yeah, I'm sure that will just pay off. Yeah. So well, I think you should be doing your best material at Gong shows. I think do something. Come on stage, like do the self-deprecating stuff, but maybe do the stuff that you know is going to get some laughs. Yeah. Guys, do you want to chip in?
Do you want to go first? Yeah, sure. Harry, did you say you've done a comedy course?
I've done a comedy course at the start. And
I know how you've done a comedy course, the way you were holding your mic in the beginning. Because every course they teach you to hold it in a circle in case you trip over it. Anyway, I think you were really enjoying it, which I think the audience would be behind you, just kind of need to brush up on the gags. But everyone knows who Billy Connolly is. That's like saying, like, guys, we know that God is. So, yeah, I think you're enjoying it, but like Luke said, maybe like bring your best to this.
Yeah.
But kudos, it takes balls to stand up in front of these motherfuckers. Harry, so you said you did a comedy course?
Yeah.
Get a refund. No, genuinely, mate. I've just seen you before. Tonight you've done better. You've done this night better, but tonight wasn't your night. I always admire when somebody, you know, on the spectrum goes on stage and performs. So genuinely, mate, hats off to you. The spectrum was unfunny. Shut the fuck up. Tweet to yourselves. I genuinely enjoyed your set because, as during your set, you almost had some complete sentences as well. I feel like with a bit of effort, we could get to that. I'm being a dick. It's just trying to be funny, man. But mate, honestly, well done coming up. Sorry it wasn't your night. We'll see you again soon.
Give it up for Harry! Right, we're going to go one more from the list. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Vicky Richards!
That's just a little styling joke to get you warmed up to my personality. It's really good, I promise. Just can take a couple of years to get used to. Although my friend the other day, I did hear her describe me to one of her other friends. This is a true story, and she said you wouldn't know it to look at her. Take one look at Vicky and you'd have no idea, but she's actually quite fun. I've got that in writing now in case anyone wants to see my references, you know, come see me after the show. I do have a couple of flaws though. Got wood, linoleum, tiles, and a deep seat need to be liked by everyone I've ever met. You are supposed to work on your flaws, everyone says that, but personally I prefer to work at a desk. That's just me, it's just personal preference.
One dog.
I deserve that, that's fair.
Two dogs.
I'm a bit of an awkward person. You might be able to tell I'm an awkward person by the fact I'm clinging onto the microphone for dear life. Sort of how you might hold onto a penis in an early teenage sexual encounter. You don't really know what you're doing with it, so you try like a stroke and a squeeze and basically all the bop it moves. And it might work out. And just, you know, you don't know what else you're doing, but at least you know that the penis is the main sort of part of the encounter. The big cheese, if you will. That's only if he hasn't washed it. That is the worst joke I have. It does get better from here on. Hopefully, you can't legally hold me to that. It might surprise you to know that I have a boyfriend. Which is nice if you like that sort of thing. Personally, I feel like I was missold having a boyfriend, like kind of like PPI. I thought he'd always be around to look after me, but then when lockdown hit, I had to work from home, but he had to go to the office because he was a key worker, or a locksmith, as they prefer to be called. Some friends and family of mine have said that having long-term boyfriends might not be very good for my comedy, because I can't tell fun stories about my sex and dating lives, but I think I found a way to make it funny. And that's because although we're the same age, my boyfriend has started to get a bit of grey hair now, so he's starting to look a little bit older. Therefore, when we meet new people, and I tell them we've been together for 14 years, they start doing the mental math, and it doesn't come out looking so good.
Freedom! I want you locked out of this building. Vicky. I thought that was some of the best joke writing that's in you, but like as you started talking about penises, these guys suddenly came on board. Yeah, no, I thought your set got so much stronger throughout it. I think the style you have is going to be really hard for Dong shows because it's very low energy, awkward, alternative, but I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. And I feel if you had a stronger start, you probably would have got all the way through because once you had them, and you built up enough credit with some of your joke writing that you were good. Well done.
Cheers.
Vicky, well done. I genuinely thought you were going to make it. I genuinely think you should have made that 5-minute mark. I think maybe you were a bit harsh tonight with the audience. It's nice to see someone with jokes actually on stage and do stuff, so take note guys, that's how you do it. I genuinely think you've got if you keep at this, you've got a bright comedy career ahead of you once Sarah Millican dies. But then on that point, she's kind of doing it better than you. But you'll get there because she's going to get old. So, Vicky, good fucking stuff. Thank you for coming on. Really good stuff.
Hi, Vicky. I really like your dress to start off. I really like the whole demeanour, like even now that your comedy's finished, you're still standing the exact same.
I can't help it.
And although that kind of style is hard for Gong shows, it's really good for competitions. Like, so you think you're funny stuff like that, I think they will lap you up. So keep being true to you. It's nice to see a woman on the stage. I really love your opening sentence. It was the first time I've ever said that. I also really like the stuff about your encounters with the penis. Yeah, we'll keep it up. Thank you very much.
One more from the bucket? Yeah. Then you pick it. Who is from the bucket? Oh, great. Wonderful. This is what it says on here before anyone goes mental. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the autistic guy! He's in the toilet.
Anyway, so yeah, you might be wondering why I'm the autistic guy. Yeah, you got it already. Anyway, so you might be wondering where Asperger's comes. I mean, if there's on the Asperger's side of the spectrum, you might be wondering where that comes from. Now, the thing here is, it was coined by a guy called Hans Asperger, who was a doctor who sent children to Nazi doctors. So, in this world of, you know, social justice, guilt by association, all that stuff, that would make me a Nazi, right? I know. The only thing is, the only problem here is...
Just have a minute. Be nice.
The only problem here is that I'm also Jewish. So who am I pledging my allegiance to? God or Hitler? God, Hitler. Anyway, there are... The one thing...
One dog.
The only other thing that comes from the autistic mind is when you look at things, you don't realise how far when you look too far. So, like, take for example the Mobos, right? At the time, I didn't realise it was an acronym. I genuinely thought it was a petrol company sponsored the event. You know, just saying, you know, you just said to when you were saying, I'll get a fill the car. Oh, where am I going? I'm going to the Mobo. So I said let's look at halfway through.
Two dog. Freedom! How long have you been doing the old comedy, my friend?
On and off for about 4.5 years.
4.5 years, okay. How often are you gigging?
Not as much as I'd like, but I'm trying to get back into things now that we're out of, now we're out of Kung Flu times.
Kung Flu times, okay, cool.
What I'm going to say is, I had to do it. I was in hospital 6.5 days because of that bastard, and I was mocking till the end of my life.
I've got no problem with you mocking a virus. And what do you do generally? What is your day to day? Do you have a job, or do you just hang around the schools? I'm just joking. Come on, he made like some horrible jokes. I'm gonna make some horrible jokes. We're on the same wavelength. If you don't like it, fuck off. We're having
To answer your question, at the moment I'm just writing bits and Twitch streaming. If you want to look, it's that was just a guy one on Twitch.
What video games are you playing? Are you just ranting into a microphone? Like, what is that?
Oh no, at the moment it's Deep Rock Galactic, where you go around killing bugs.
Okay.
You basically dig out minerals and kill bugs. It's quite addictive. I've got the Countdown board game.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a real thing.
Yeah.
When I said on that, just like on a side note, I went to one of the studio recordings, and genuinely, it's the only place where you will find autistic people, students, and old people in the same place. And they do have a nurse on site. Genuinely.
This is weird. I feel you need to be sort of trying to write jokes in a bit more of a classic setup punch structure.
Okay.
I feel you need to be doing that at recording a set, hearing where the laughs are, repeating what gets the laughs. I think you're a nice guy, but like I'd work on your opening gambit. You came up on stage with a lot of credit, and I think you may have lost that with some of the jokes you told.
Okay, so I need to do a bit more practice.
Wonderful. Adam?
Yeah. Sorry, what's your actual name, man? Josh. Josh, nice to meet you, Josh. That autistic guy. Josh, I was going to say, man, honestly, it's going to be hard because you did, like, we brought you on stage and you were having a shit or something, and then it's like, so when you got the face of the audience, I don't know if that's an autistic thing with timekeeping, but I think it's just, we needed you on stage on time, so you always made it hard for yourself. No, fair enough. The second thing is, when I look at you, I don't think autism. I get diabetes. Remember, there's a disability. If there's a disability, I know that no one cares. Okay? You're covered in sweat, make a joke about that, that's fucking funny. I didn't get that.
What? Okay.
Okay, but that should be open again, then, dude. Honestly, Josh, I don't want to go too hard on you, man, because I don't want you to like harm yourself later. But good on you for coming on stage. Genuinely, were you the guy who was shouting at someone earlier? Yeah, you were. Okay, right. Hold on, there's more to that. No, I don't want to.
We don't have time. We don't have time. Thank you.
You look like Hordor from Game of Thrones. You must have had that.
Say that again, sorry.
You look like Hordor from Game of Thrones?
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Listen, you're Jewish, you're autistic, there's a lot to work with there.
No, I know.
And also, there isn't like all these people who are on the spectrum. Sorry, the wax. That's it.
Yo.
The game's currently talking, guys. It's homophobic if you interrupt. There is a night on the circuit for people on the spectrum, actually, I think. I'll try and find the name.
Go to Laugh Fable, it's a great night.
Can you remind me later to certificate?
We will.
Just to say, there's one time for storytelling, like on the Gong show, you need to get to the funny part.
That's the, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for that autistic. We have one more act in this half. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Greg Houston!
Sorry, I'm Canadian. Sorry, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Actually, give me an A if you know about Canada. A. Okay, I like the gauge room just in case I get too deep into it. Like, I don't want to freak anyone out. But like, my father was a moose and my mom was a hockey game. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you guys never heard of Canada? So one over there on the left. I just moved here this past fall, or or autumn, as you guys say. And I wouldn't say that I moved here to fuck the queen. But I heard she's single, so. Yeah, shooter's gotta shoot. Thank you for the clap. That power is attractive, okay? No, come on. Yeah, it's a hacky joke. I always start myself with that, and that's bad. But, you know, that joke has a shelf life. I cannot tell it forever. So let's just enjoy this organic moment of me wanting Lizzie to crush me, you know? I did just move here. A lot of people ask me, like, am I making friends? And to be honest with you, like, I need to make friends. You all legally have to be my friend. But there's one new person in my life who's getting, like, a little too familiar too quickly. The guy in my local chicken hut. Like, I was in there the other day, and he's like, "Oh, see you soon." I was like, "Shh, don't say that. Come on, man. I'm coming here paying you £5 for chicken. You gotta pretend that you haven't seen me for months. You gotta like, oh, brother, it's been too long." Don't be like, "See you Tuesday." Like, you will, but you know. It reminded me of the time, actually, right before COVID, I was having a drink at my favorite bar. It was like across the street from my favorite pizza place, and I'm sure there's no correlation. But the owner of the pizza place came into the bar and started like counting people like in his, like turning into pepperoni slices in his head. Because the bar was gonna get out, everyone's gonna go buy pizza. It's not his first rodeo, you know? But like as he goes by to leave, and like there's plenty of room around me at the time, he comes up and just pats my belly and then goes and like doesn't look back or say anything. I'm like, what am I being groomed for right now? And I still don't know if he was like, "See you later," or "I made this." But you know how you have sugar daddies? I now have a pizza daddy. Thank you. One more about food? Ooh, why not? I was in Tesco today trying to buy some bananas. What's going on there? Why are all these bananas green? Why can't I buy a single banana for right now? I have to buy all my bananas for future Greg. I continuously screw him over, and now I'm buying him bananas? Get it together, Honduras. Whoever's in charge of bananas. Everyone knows bananas are assholes. They're like, "No, can't eat yet. No, too green. No, not yet." Okay, now. Don't like, that's your shot. That hour 45 when I was right, that's when you should have ate me. Now you gotta make banana bread. What a delicious consequence. That was my nickname in high school. Delicious consequence or banana bread? No, if you can't tell, I'm a catch with the ladies. Well, I'm a catch and release. I do all right. I just wish, like, after we hook up, they would stop saying, like, "This is our little secret." Why'd you say little? I think sexuality is a spectrum, and I think where I'm on that spectrum, no one gives a shit. But like, I would define my sexuality as like, there's no way I can say I'm 100% straight in a world where Jason Momoa exists. But basically, at this point, my orientation is just tired. I did have a fun date one time, I swear to God, in Canada. I took a girl canoeing for a second date. You know what's a good idea for a second date? Not taking someone canoeing for a second date. Hey, let's sit 6 feet away from each other. I'm gonna stare at your back and my arms are gonna get tired. Like, it went like this. It was like, "You like the lake? No, not the lake, the lake." This lake is way too big. "See the duck? No, if you look, there's a duck. No, if you look, it's a duck. No, it's a duck. No, never mind." Did she even notice his J-stroke? Do British people even know what a J-stroke is?
No.
There you go.
you fucking do it, ladies and gentlemen. Greg, I've seen you on the circuit. I know you're a fucking great comic. So when you came up on stage, I thought, right, this is easily it. But there were some disturbances. It was a bit of a rocky start.
Yeah, I probably would have addressed it in a normal show and stuff, but I just kind of powered through. I didn't know I was on next too. I thought there was more acts in the first half.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah,
should have been ready. Pro move. I should have been ready.
Exactly. You should have not been in the bathroom covered in sweat. But yeah, mate, I thought it was great. Like a lot of that I haven't heard. Like, when you're a comic on the circuit, you generally hear the same set over and over again. And I was expecting some of the old jokes that I've heard before, but this was these new stuff. Is this new stuff?
Sure.
Obviously, I wasn't listening on the circuit, but mate, I think you're a great comic. I loved you. Well done.
Delicious consequence. That was great. Thank God you were good, because I was talking to you beforehand, that would have been awkward. But you're clearly a club comic. I've seen something you said before. I loved it. I loved the repetition. Like you held the audience while you did the whole road.
Thank you. I know you were almost like, oh, I don't know where this is going.
There was a Karen at the back at the end of her temper, but she but yeah, very charismatic. Yeah, really well done.
Thank you.
Greg, well done, mate. I'm going to echo Dane's sentiment. I think we've spoken a few times. I've never actually seen you stand up, so thank you for not being shit. That would have been really awkward. £5 for chicken, man. That's quite expensive for like London chicken shop, but maybe we order different amounts. My favourite joke. I've been. This is a fucking comedy show.
He's the Simon Cowell tonight. He's got to be the Simon Cowell. Let him be.
Thank you. My favourite joke, hands down, was the slight patting of your belly and saying, I made this fucking gold. So good. So funny. And then other than that, I think like a little nitpicking, could have started a bit stronger, but obviously it was a little bit rocky. And for me, the J-stroke thing, maybe one a little bit too long, but I can see like in a room where that was absolutely killing, you could probably fucking milk that for 20 minutes. So,
He's got that sort of.
yeah, but mate, great, really good stuff, mate. Thank you for being our first fucking winner.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a quick 15-minute break where you can go smoke some weed, have a shit, do some cocaine, whatever you want to do. Go hang around the toilets. I'm going to need these dildos back. Mona, come on. I know, but it's really quite insulting to your boyfriend who is still right there. Vicky, can I grab? You just want a picture? You can have a picture. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're using the bar inside, but if you want to go have a drink, buy it here, you can go outside. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes.
Welcome back to the stage,
I've got mugged off straight away. Fucking hell, by God, no, look at you. What is your name, sir? Scott, and this is your partner? God bless you, madam. God fucking bless you. What do you do, Scott?
I'm a student.
Jesus, where has it gone wrong that you are now? Or hang on, do you have a disease that makes you look really, really old?
43, man.
And ugly. Or is that some undiagnosed? I'm diagnosing you now. That is fucked. Steve? Scott Weber. That's how much of an impression you've made on me. Scott, what are you studying?
Computer science.
Computer science at the age. How old are you?
29.
Shit, man. Have you been doing a lot of drugs or quite a lot, quite a ton? I bet you have. You see, I bet you're a lot on a night out. So how come you've decided to start studying computer science at the ripe old age of 29?
Student loans are free, right?
No. You have to pay that shit back eventually.
No, you don't. Just if you don't get a good job, you never pay it back.
That's the sort of.
That's the spirit.
Yes. You are a lucky lady. What attracted you to this man? Was it his ambition or his hair?
Hey, this is a choice, man, alright?
Yeah, it's a bad choice. Okay, cool. Anyway, can we have a nice little break, everyone? Yeah? Did you make some new friends? No. Okay. Did anyone have any nice drinks? Did anyone do any cocaine?
Yes.
What's your name, sir? Huh?
Christian.
Christian. Do you have any more? Fuck yes. But is there a bouncer in here? We are filming this, so no, we don't want this. I'll see you after this show. All right, cool. I bet Christian has been. Do you do cocaine, or is it? Colombia's a bit of a weird place. Like, it is the home of cocaine, but it also is a place where cocaine has ruined a lot of families and lives. So it's kind of. I went to Colombia and I was just like, I assume everyone loves cocaine, and I started talking to some of the locals about it. I'm like, no, Pablo killed half my family. I'm not really that keen on it. Are you fan of cocaine or not? Okay. That silence speaks volume. I'm going to talk to you two. Are you two fans of cocaine? No. No. So yes, it's basically the answer. What's your name, my love?
Grace.
Grace and?
Kaya.
And Kaya. Okay, cool. You two, I bet, have crystals. Am I wrong? Yeah. It's not crystal meth. All right, cool. So how do you guys know each other?
We met on a boat in the Caribbean a few years ago.
Oh, are you two together?
No.
Okay. That sounds like a romantic thing. It's like we met on a boat in the Caribbean and we were selling each other crystals. Okay, so you're just friends who met on a cruise.
A diving, sailing.
Okay, all right, cool. A diving, cruise. All right. And you wish. No, cruises, I imagine, are fucking horrible. Like diving boat sounds like.
No, it was good time.
Okay, I'm sure. So, what do you do, Grace?
I just graduated.
You just graduated. So you're not unemployed, but you are a student looking to find a job in. International, well, it's something we could definitely use a little bit of. International relations, do you want to be a diplomat or? Okay, cool. That's the confidence I'm sure is going to solve a lot of the world's problems. And Kaya, what do you do or what do you want to do? Or?
I have a art business.
Kaya, like when you're selling your business, when you're trying to push it, like don't go, I have an art business. You need to be more proud of what you do.
I am proud.
Well, why did you not convey it with, look, I have an art business?
Surf Cowboy. That's what it's called.
It's called, okay, that's why. All right. So surf, if anyone wants to check out your art, they should go to surfcowboy.com. Why Surf Cowboy?
Because I'm from Texas but lived in Hawaii.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you've taken something that's famous in Hawaii and Texas and you've mashed them together. Art, fucking love it. All right, cool. Do we feel Kaya or Grace? Was that right? I think Grace has all the confidence needed for a judge. Or do we feel that it should be Kaya? Give me a cheer if you want Grace. Woo! Kaya? Woo! The Surf Cowboy has become our first Ding Dong Gong Master. Give it up for Kaya, ladies and gentlemen! That's what I thought you were going to do anyway. All right, wonderful. We had some of the old judges. Do we feel Mona was decent?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, Mona's not the judge. Moya. Moya? Yeah, I got it right. Or do we want Colombian Stewart? What was his name? Stephen. Who's going to have the big black one? Moya? Yeah! Or Stephen? Alright, we're gonna reallocate the kingdom. There we go. Crack it out. Right, one more. Give a round of applause. I think we're gonna need some new judges. What do we think of the 29-year-old student? What's the name again, Pop? Scott, you could be our next Dog Master. Obviously, I'm giving you this one here, Scott. Wonderful. we have one more Dong Master. Does anyone want to volunteer? We've lost the Nepalese twins. I think they were outside, or they moved. One was a bit too drunk. Did she throw up? She almost threw up. Fucking hell. Alright, cool. Someone shouting way in the back. Who is that?
Emma.
Emma. Alright, Emma, you sound delightful. Emma, what do you do?
As little as possible.
Fucking hell. That's it. That's the. Well, you should be going out with this fucking man. Emma, who are you here with?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend, what's her name?
Victoria.
There was a bit of a pause there.
She couldn't remember.
Yeah, okay, is that Victoria?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Victoria, what is Emma like?
Oh, she's really nice. She's too nice for this shit.
I think Victoria should be the judge, don't we? Alright, Victoria, come up here and receive a dick, which I'm sure is something you've not heard in a long, long time. Can you come grab it, please, Victoria? I can't throw it, I will take someone's eye out. Give her a round of applause as she comes up to the stage. Is this Victoria or Emma?
No, I'm Emma.
You're Emma. She's not brave enough. Okay, cool. Emma, don't pretend like you haven't got a drawer full of them at home. Alright, cool. So we have Emma, Stephen, we have Kaya, and
Scott. I can't be able to tell you again.
holding notes over here. Alright, so cool. Remember, if the acts are not really cutting it, shout Gong after the 60 seconds of grace. It's going to be a complete mixed bag. There's going to be some lovely acts. There's going to be some people who are trying this for the first time. We want blood. Alright, cool. So, are we ready for that? I want to play a little game before we get up on stage. When my arms go up like this, I want all the energy in the room. And when they come down like this, I want silence. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Your first act, Mr. Ben Winter!
Thank you very much. Mooch, I think Mooch was a bit unfair there, Scott. I think you've made an excellent choice. It's receding, he'll do it soon. It is an excellent choice. There's a problem though, you'll know this, Scott. Now, since I've been doing this, every time I have a job interview, I have to wear these wanky, clear frame, clear lens glasses that do absolutely nothing for my eyesight. They help me look less like a sort of boot stomping, window smashing kind of racist. More like a sort of Surrey-born, pate-eating yuppie. Kind of racist. I'm actually a queer man. Hey! Well, I was going to say, we've got some queers in tonight, that's excellent. Normally, my queer stuff just goes to crickets. Just dozens of straight crickets. Chirping pufter in Morse code. Personally, I'm bisexual. You know, I can be attracted to any gender. I like vaginas, I like penises, I'm a big fan of surf and turf. I'm a disgrace to my community. Sorry, Emma. Most people don't assume that I'm queer when they meet me. Most people assume I'm straight. I've even had sometimes people straight up denying that I'm queer, even after I've told them. One time, back in my younger, sluttier years, I was making out with this gay guy, and this straight woman at the same time, right? But if you think I'm bragging, you didn't see them. The whole time, the gay guy was going, "You're not queer, I don't believe you, you're not queer, you're straight, I don't believe you." I was doing something so stereotypically bisexual, it's offensive. And I don't want to propagate like offensive stereotypes about bisexuals, you know, I just want to be myself. A fickle, greedy, villainous slut. So yeah, most people don't assume I'm queer, they sometimes don't believe me. Occasionally, every now and then, I will meet someone and it's like they know. It's like they have, wow, oh, come on. I'm not a lazy comedian, so I'm not gonna use those played out puns like the hour of binoculars. Some people are just seeing clearly, and so that's a whole range of reactions I get from people. It's an array. It's a spectrum, really, isn't it? It's a spectrum. And I'll give you an example of a story that sums up that entire spectrum. So when I came out to my mum, right, I took her over to the corner and I said, "Mum, do me a favour and not say anything ridiculous or embarrassing or funny to what I'm about to tell you, then hopefully this doesn't become a story that I have to repeat to strangers." Alright, so I said, "Deal?" She said, "Deal." I said, "Mum, I'm bisexual." She said, "I just can't picture you sucking dick." Well, do you think it's funny? I said, "Mum, you don't have to." It's videos. It also begs the very unfortunate question of what can she picture? I actually have a very rich and fulfilling sex life in my mother's imagination. It's worth noting that at this point in the evening, my mum was about 2 bottles of wine deep and occupying that vocal register. If you're not familiar, I'm sorry your mum can't hang. But it's also worth noting that I was at a family barbecue. So when my mum drunkenly shrieked, "I just can't picture you sucking dick," all of my aunts and uncles and cousins turned and looked at me. I could tell from their faces. I wasn't quite unanimous. You guys seem like a really intelligent crowd, right? Maybe lighter than fuck. Maybe 2 drinks ago. You're an intelligent one. I'm gonna get a bit highbrow now, a little cerebral, okay? Just go with me, okay? So in that vein. Welcome! So in that vein, right? Not a fan of highbrow, that's alright, the rest of you are. In that vein, okay? Do we all have hemorrhoids?
I think that's possibly my favourite ending to a set ever. Do we all have hemorrhoids? Especially I really like the highbrow thing. I love it. Ben, that was phenomenal. That was really good. You came on stage, you were in the room, you did something sort of off the cuff, and that, as soon as you did that, I was like, alright, this guy is going to do really well. And you did. You had a set littered with punchlines. You got some really good writing there, and you did it really fairly well, man. I think it was really, really. How long have you been going?
Like 3 months.
Oh, wow. And just like that, I'm homophobic. That is phenomenal for 3 months. Honestly, that's sickening. I hope you don't.
Ben, I can imagine you sucking dick. I imagine you give a really good mean blowjob, proper shiner, shining your head. Strong set, man. Strong fucking set. I think everyone must be delighted. We actually had some jokes, so yeah. Really fucking good, man. Yeah, really good jokes. Maybe a bit of a lull in the middle, and maybe a little bit of nerves. I can see you doing that thing where like you sat your leg quite a bit just because you're a bit nervous, but that's because you're probably only 3 months in. But yeah, mate, honestly, well done. Keep going. You fucking great, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Glad you're one of the tribe. I did suspect a little bit because your eyebrows are really well shaped. I I thought you were authentic, charismatic. You'll know charisma, uniqueness, and urban talent, obviously. I love the surf and turf joke as well. That was excellent. Also, where were you going to go with hemorrhoids? What was the punchline?
I had my first hemorrhoid at 16, so it was going to be about being a teenager with an old man's.
Wow. I thought you were hemorrhoids, or as they know in the gay community, speed bumps. That's a Mark Whittlestone joke, not mine. Anyway, I loved it. Well done.
Give it up for one of the finest, Mr. Ben Windsor. Right, up next we've got Christian Bravo!
Alright, how are you guys doing? Good? Okay, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Christian. I was born in Spain. My parents are Peruvian. I've been living in London for the past 13 years. Don't. Because of this, nobody likes me. Nobody. Because for the Spanish, I'm too Latino. For the Latinos, I'm too Spanish. And for the British, I'm Filipino. My face is not gonna change. Stop staring. You're looking at me like it's about to do ninjutsu. So, the way my father pitched the idea was pretty neat because the way he pitched it was like, son, if you come to London, you're gonna get a better education, you're gonna learn a new language, you're gonna learn to cast spells. He knew how to play me because me, at 13, I was like, Wingardium Leviosa, let's go! Why am I wasting my time here in Spain for? I'm 13 and I have a full-time job, let's go! I took off my apron, handed in my notice, and I grabbed the ticket. And once I came here to London, I ended up in a school called St. Michael's and All Angels Church of England Academy. Has anyone heard of this school? Because it doesn't exist anymore. Like, the only thing longer than its name was its criminal history. Like, thank you, someone uploading criminality. I think it was like, do you ever guys find yourself like in a very bad situation? You are not aware of it until you speak about it to other people? Because all the people, all the guys at uni were like, oh Christian, I can't believe you went to such a horrible school. And I was like, it was fine. I mean, I got along, I never got stabbed, never got robbed. They were like, why? Because I was that one kid who was in charge of selling the other kids some stuff. Don't look at the other guy from Colombia, right? Don't look at me like that because I know what he means. Because I understand that South America has a reputation, like Colombia has narcos, Mexico has narcos season 2. And obviously I fit the description. Look at me. Like, and it was so easy because like I was one of those kids. I wasn't selling drugs, just so you know. I was in charge of snacks and I was in charge of candy bars and Capri Suns. Because if my father told me anything in Spain on the beaches is that you can make money out of anything. So it was so easy because I would just buy one box of Capri Suns, sell each one for 50p, and get enough to buy another box so I get £5 back, right? Untaxable income for a 14-year-old. So it was so easy because I would just sell 4, make enough to buy another box, and drink the remaining 6. I was literally getting fat on my own supply. My body is 75% Capri Sun. And there would be times when teachers would approach me and say, Christian, we don't like you doing this kind of practice here in school. You can do this back in Ecuador if you want, but not here. They told me that. And I was like, why? And the teacher was like, we're afraid this might encourage other kids to sell drugs. And I was like, you're afraid of competition. Call me a prodigy. Call me clever, whatever you want, like, because at me, at 14, I knew the difference between drugs and Capri Sun. I knew the difference. It's so easy. Because if I lose a Capri Sun, nobody's gonna kidnap my family. your surname probably is Escobar, but you're... Yes, I'm concerned. From a long league of cleaners. I'm not used to someone laughing that hard in front of my face. That's not from my family. Okay, so back to the Capri Suns. Yeah, so like.
This is one of the great things about doing this show. I saw Christian, I don't know, a month or two ago, I can't remember how long ago it was, one of his early gigs. He smashed it there. He's so likeable on stage, and I felt that was one of the things that carried you through that set. Since then, your jokes have got much better. You've got so much more of a higher hit rate with them, and you're much more relaxed on stage. He was so nervous on that first show.
I'm still very nervous.
You don't show it as much. Like you've got, like as you come on stage, he is so likeable as a human being, isn't he?
So bear in mind, the last time I came here, someone told me like raise one of those sticks, and I said literally fuck off.
Likeable, yeah. But yeah, man, your jokes have come on, like the way that you sort of were in the room dealing with this, obviously psycho. It was like, I'm killing families. Oh, we did that back home, man. Or whatever. But yeah, it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. Well done, man.
I was very torn because initially I saw the man bun and I was like, nah, I don't want to see this guy. But no, honestly, mate, you know, sort of a typical classic Peruvian style. You really cleaned up tonight. You fucking did really well. I mean that in a good way. Mate, I think, honestly, really sort of jokes. Everybody likes you. Everybody wants to like you. You got that sort of really happy sort of chipmunk sort of face. There were nerves shocked for a little bit. I think they were a little bit nervous. You did fluff up a line. You'll probably see it on the recording. But other than that, mate, really fucking well done. Really, really good.
First and foremost, I want to say, like, as someone who's half Irish and a fat, I want to say thank you to Peru for giving you the potato. I really liked you. I love your Filipino joke. I love your self-awareness and your self-deprecation. Like, I love humour that can poke fun of itself. I also like your rhythm. Like, you set up a joke, the 1, 2, 3, you bring it through. So I don't know if that comes with practice or what, or if it's natural talent, but I loved it. So also your audience work. I thought there was a little bit of a lull in the middle with Capri Sun. Capri Sun's really funny, but I think a lot of time was spent there. But really, really enjoyed it, and that's amazing.
It's still in my body.
Yeah. I'll find out later.
Right. I think we're going to go one more from the bucket. Who do you want to see? Dane. Right. You torn it? Oh dear, you said that before. Give it up for Oliver Boy!
Hey guys, this is my voice. Isn't that shit? Oh, it's so hard to date when you have a voice that only a pedophile could love. This isn't like a joke voice or nothing. This is what I live and fuck with on a daily basis. Dude, no one has a Mickey Mouse fetish. It doesn't exist. No one ever watching Rick and Morty heard Morty and started gushing. That's never happened. This is how bad it got. I was dating a girl one day. She said, "Can you talk to me about it?" Like, that's what I'm into. Can you talk? I said, "Of course, I love you. I'll do anything." We got 30 seconds in. She said, "Never mind." Dude, I think the other reason I'm alone is just that, like, I'm weird sexually. But no, you could have guessed. There was one guy like, yeah, no. Like, I hate blowjobs, mostly because there's no way my penis tastes good. Like, there's no way a woman's looked at my penis and thought, "Oh, yummy! Oh, this one's as good as McDonald's, this is. I'm loving it." You know, that's never happened. Look, here's how unappealing my penis is. It's a lot like like Gordon Brown's administration, and I was quite short, and near the end it veers really light. Oh, job! It doesn't even sound fun. Job! Eating out sounds fun. Who doesn't love Indian or Chinese? Sometimes I'll even try and make eye contact with you. I don't like that. I don't know what to do with eye contact. I tried thumbs up once. That doesn't work. It felt supportive at the time, but now. I think the other reason I'm alone is like I'm insecure about masculinity, which is weird because I didn't know I had masculinity to be insecure about. I could transition a week and a half easy. My problem is I've never done any masculine things, right? I've never done any sports, I've never been to the gym, I've never sexually assaulted a woman. I'm not a man, you know? But I found out I was insecure about masculinity the other day because a female friend of mine, she offered me fruit-flavoured lip balm. I immediately got offended. I was like, what? No, I'm a man. I want your fruit delicious flavoured lip balm. The only lip balm I want the one that tastes like steak and vaginas. I'm a man. I'm a man. Dude, here's how bad I got hemorrhoids the other day and I was proud. I was like, that's a man's disease, you know? A man and a bisexual's disease. Those are the two. An elderly man, you know? Fucking awful. I think I'm also I'm weird. I'm sexually fucking pathetic. I was back home recently and my mum walked in on me wanking and she was like, oh, fuck off, and then she walked away. And then I was like, oh, you fucking loser, you need to stop this immediately. And then I realised it's the worst possible time to stop. It's not like she's going to walk in a second time. I'd be insane to stop now. If anything, she's just become an unwilling wank guard. She's warding people off from the terrible things happening in this room. I'm fucking lazy. I watch TV too much. I watch the news a lot. I like celebrity scandals because that's how my stupid fucking brain works. I see Yemen and Tom Cruise. I'm like, Tom Cruise is important. Dude, that's not a problem. But my favourite celebrity scandals are the celebrity scandals where everyone's reacting just like, oh yeah, I 100% blow out happening the whole time. Did anyone find out Mike Tyson was hitting his wife and go, well, no, not Mikey. He would never. Not the man that's famously good at hitting people. He would never do anything like that. Fuck. Or Jimmy Savile. No, I don't do that. The other one, I'm so glad I speak English. It's the best one, right? Fucking imagine speaking any of the other ones, right? Imagine if you had to grow up speaking Welsh. You can only speak to 15 people and 15 of them will be your family members. You have to commit a massacre, I'm telling you. You're going to your family your whole life, it's fucking awful. Dude, I think that's such a weird whoop at such a weird time, right? Just an unenthusiastic one as well. I think my main word, just stop with the whoops. Can we stop with the whoops, guys? Normally they're enthusiastic, but I don't like them right now. It's weird.
Oliver's done this show several times. When you came up on stage, I was a bit worried because I know you've got jokes, but you were rattling through them so quickly. And towards the end of your set, once you knew you had them, you slowed down and you had a bit more of that confidence. But you were stepping on your laughs because you've got great jokes there, especially the opening gambit, which you just need to give a little bit of a pause, let them understand what you've just said to them, and give the jokes a little bit of breathing space and allow them to laugh before you start your next bit.
It was weird because I thought I missed a bit. I was confused near the end. I was like, this should be 5 minutes, and I was like, doesn't matter. Stupid. I shouldn't have spoken. Sorry, guys.
I tell you what, like, you're lucky you're funny because you're gonna get some pussy now, man. I saw Tyler here was looking at you, stroking that dick. But yeah, no, it really, like, some of that guard, mum is now a wank guard bit is fucking phenomenal, because I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people. Your mum walking in that's wanking. Yeah, Oliver, fucking loved it. Give him a round of applause.
Well done, Oliver. Honestly, very fucking good set, man. Are you, genuine question, are you old enough to be here? You okay?
Yeah, legal.
How old are you? Weird way to answer that. Okay. Age is fine, but you're obviously used to saying it. No, genuinely, man, love your stuff. Really, really fun to sort of see someone who sort of looks like they could be both the paedophile and the victim. Got that vibe. When you said you were a man, I was a little bit surprised. But honestly, mate, I think the reason why you did so well is because you were so honest. You were so honest. You were so very, very raw, very brutal. You opened with your voice. Don't worry about your voice. When you hit puberty, that will come. But mate, honestly, yeah, I echo mutual sentiment. Did talk a little bit fast. Enjoy the jokes, man. You're telling jokes. People are loving it. Let that ride out. Don't rattle through. At the end, I felt like you've run out of material. You were running on fumes a little bit. I don't know if that's true, but then you don't need to worry about that. Just take the pace down a bit, mate. Yeah, man, like, you were going to do really, really well, just as long as J Acaster quits, okay? But wait, really good stuff, though, Oliver.
Great. I love your set. I love the yummy as well. That was great. Also, Josh Jones, you must get comparisons, right?
Yeah.
Josh Jones all the time.
Oh, yeah, he's got that voice.
Yeah. I think, yeah, like the others have said, slow down. Like, you ran over that McDonald's joke. I don't know if everyone got it, but if you brought out the jingle, they would have got it. It would be really kind of funny. I love your transition joke. Made more awkward by the fact I misjudged you earlier on from my mate Hannah. So, circle. But yeah, keep it up. You really like it. I loved it. Thank you.
Give it up. Right. Let's get our next up. Give it up for Darcy Morland.
Surf cowboy. Who do you sell these fucking paintings to? Matthew McConaughey? Alright. Describes her sales. How we doing? We good? Yeah! You can probably tell by my accent, I'm not from here. I'm from... Thank you. Yes, I'm from Lithuania, which is a small suburb in the west of Sydney. I know there's a bit of a diverse crowd. Do we have any Londoners in the crowd? Yes? Yeah. Did you guys know that it's like fucked expensive to live here? Are you going to do anything about that? Or am I just going to continue turning tricks and sucking dicks to pay £1,000 a month to live in a tent? But no fear, I have found a good way to save money though. What I do is walk into busy restaurants with a motorbike helmet on. It's a takeaway in every sense of the word. I don't like how you say that, by the way, a takeaway. It's confusing, right? Like, I was hanging out with an English friend the other day, and he was like, "Oh, Darcy, you and me, we should get a Chinese." I was like, "A Chinese person?" I thought you people cut that out centuries ago. He was like, "Let's get an Indian." I was like, "Bro, I think that's worse." He was like, a tie. A tie is a piece of clothing Mum says I look handsome in. A tie is a 65-year-old white bloke's weirdly young wife that he met on holiday in Bangkok. And a tie is what my girlfriend calls an argument that I've clearly fucking won. Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend. But yeah, no, it's interesting. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about like British people, so I've been watching a lot of like your period pieces. You know what I mean? Like The Crown, Downton Abbey, Little Women, which coincidentally is the politically correct name for my favourite category of porn. One down! I am kidding. Little Women is an American period piece. But one thing I have noticed about British people collectively is that you are the most depressed cunts I've ever met in my life. And you can tell, right, even by how you greet each other, because you don't ask each other how you are. You ask each other if you're alright. Which is like the bare minimum someone can be before you have to call the Samaritans. But I do like how honest it is. You know what I mean? Like I was talking. Freedom!
Darcy, I liked how you tried to be in the room at the start. You did the joke with Kaya there, but it didn't quite pay off, and I think it was always going to be a little bit uphill from there. It's good to be in the room, but sometimes when you shoot your shot and it doesn't land, you've just created yourself a little bit more work. How long have you been doing comedy, my friend?
About 2 months.
2 months, fucking hell, that's pretty decent. I'm glad you said 2 months, because if you said 4 years, it would have been tragic. But yeah, I can tell you're just finding where your jokes are. There's some wild shit in there. There's some good jokes in there as well. And I think the more you do this, you'll lose some of those other ones, and you'll find your voice a little bit more and be a bit more successful. But yeah, I thought you've got the foundations of being a good comic there, so keep it up.
Just not funny. Just not funny, man. Like I wanted to be funny. Like it was a shame for the first Aussie I've met who didn't make me feel happy. I think, like, yeah, I echo Mooch's sentiment as well. Like, for example, if you do a bit off the top in the room, you've got to make sure that lands. Like, for example, Ben took his hat off, fucking killed it. You did a bit about looking at the website and normally got it. So, other than that, man, like, yeah, you'll get better, I think. Keep it up.
I don't think it's fair to say you didn't make anyone happy. Like, you definitely made me happy. I'm definitely going to need to change my knickers up. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
I think you'll find I've got 3 dogs, bitch. I'm into sex today. I think the others were a little harsh at some of the jokes. I thought they were good. Like the little woman setup was good, but maybe it was the delivery because you were a little bit nervous. But the writing was good. I love the Stevie Nicks energy of Kylo. Like after that joke with Bland, when she put up her dog, I was like, oh my god, a woman scored. But yeah, keep it up, maybe work on the confidence a little bit, but the writing was definitely good, so yeah. Well done.
Give it up for Darcy. We are going to go to the final name on the list tonight. Are we having fun? Are we enjoying it? Give all your love for the next act, Mr. James White!
I've been told that I look like a shit James Blunt. Do you have any idea how it feels to be the shit version of something that is already shit? So shit. It's like saying, look at that man, he looks like an evil Hitler. Speaking to this guy once, he goes to me, oh, you look just like James Blunt. And I go, yeah, I get that sometimes. And then he goes to me, and you're both called James. What are you guys, brothers? It's been 5 years, I still don't know what you say to that comment. But, weird guy. People say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I'm a graphic designer, so I've always found that phrase to be utter horseshit. Spent 50 hours a week designing books, man, just so you people can swan around judging your books by their content. Well, fuck you. I've always wanted to be a comedian. I'd love to be able to perform on television one day. Mainly so I can just shout out the words shit, fuck, shit, shit.
One down!
In that exact order. Let me tell you why.
2 down!
Even if they try and bleep out my words, they're just going to be spelling cunts in Morse code. So, Benny's laughing. Clearly not you, maybe me, I don't know. They say you need a very thick skin to make it on television.
I don't have a thick skin. I would describe my skin as more elastic. Check this out. It's pretty cool. You should see my foreskin. Girl tried giving me a blowjob once and accidentally made a balloon animal. Very confusing feeling, you know. It took 1 minute, you feel like the luckiest guy in the world. Next minute, you're like, well, where did that poodle come from? Yeah, well, I'm just 36 years old. Oldest I've ever been. My wife is actually older than me. I'm not going to reveal her age. What I will say is that when we exchanged numbers, hers was a landline. We'll leave it at that. My wife is also Chinese. A lot of people assume that Chinese people are, somehow really good at maths. And I'm here to tell you right now that it's not always true. My wife is from China, she's absolutely terrible. I said to her, what are the odds of that? And as you can imagine, she had no idea. First time she ever saw me wearing glasses, she called me Four Eyes. But before she said Four Eyes, I could see her working it out. She got there in the end, so bless her. It does blow my
James, have you seen it on this show before? Have you done it before?
I did it once, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember the skin thing, yeah. I think that's like, have you been doing the James Blunt material long, or?
Yeah, about 2 years. I think it gets less relevant.
I don't know. Do you think he looks like James Blunt? Yeah.
He's a bit more, I got a haircut, maybe that's why, I don't know.
He's still beautiful. I want to kill myself. Alright. Yeah, man, I thought the set came to life once you were doing the skin stuff and then the balloon animal stuff, and I think for Gong shows I'd start off with your strongest bits there. And yeah, the Chinese wife stuff, I think it is. I think you can mine that a lot more. I think that's great. I think it's for some reason you don't look like the type of guy who would date an Asian.
Destroy the Chinese. Okay.
No, as in like, you know what I mean? Like, I look like the type of guy who would sort of like someone help me. I didn't mean that. Yeah, I'll just shut the fuck up.
James, well done, mate. Really liked your haircut. That was it. Didn't mean like the rest. No, I think you're a bit harsh on yourself. You described yourself as a shit James Blunt. That is the word I'd use. I'd probably use the word untalented. He is relevant. No, I think, mate, I think as Moot said, man, open with the skin stuff. That was clearly stuff that was funny, and then you had a bit about her blowing your foreskin into the thing. Like, that's funny. I don't remember it because I was a bit bored by that point, but it was, mate, just open with your strong stuff. You've got the look, you've got the confidence, you just need the jokes. And once you've got that, man, we'll get you on. But yeah, good stuff, James, good stuff.
Okay, first off, ladies, gentlemen, and those in between, can we give up for Kaya and her vengeful goddess realness? Put it up together. Give up Kaya!
If I didn't know you were gay, I think you would definitely have the hots for Kaya.
I haven't assumed she's a woman. I mean, I'm doing this in Cambridge realness now. I love you, Kaya. Anyway, moving on. So, date an Asian. If Mooch will gift you that joke, that's a great one. Like, I know you're thinking I don't know the kind of lad that would date an Asian. That's a good joke. That's me being straight out. Tiring. But if Mooch will gift you that, that's a good joke to go with. Yeah, you were minutes in before you got the laughs. The balloon joke was good. The odd stuff was really good. Start with your strong stuff. And the audience were quite kind of me because they let me get to that section. But yeah, start with your strong stuff and just tweak it. I think. Yeah, well done. Thank you.
You got one more from the bucket, right? Cool. You go. Remember, they could be good, they could be bad. It's just gonna be over soon, all right? Who we got next? Oh my God! It is Felix.
about fucking lubricant, you know what I mean, yeah? Hey, have you all had a good fucking night? Fucking right. Hey, I've got to say, I was at a party recently, yeah? And someone come up to me and they started telling me how their is this fucking working or what? I know I'm loud, is that better? Yeah. Fucking right. Yeah, as I was saying, I was at this party recently, yeah? And someone come up to me and started telling me what they were identifying as, right? Now, I'm 59 years old, you know, I'm pushing fucking 60 and I've been round the fucking block. And I'm trying to work out what they were going on about. And they saw this pansexual, fucking bisexual, and I said, yeah. I said, in my day there was no such thing as a fucking bisexual. And he said, oh, what is it then? I said, it was a straight boy that fucking bends, you know what I mean? Anyway, once we got through the list of everything I'm identifying as, I said, yeah, I'm gonna identify.
Give it up for Felix!
You identify as shit!
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, what did just fucking happen?
Darcy, come collect your mum. Oh my god. Believe it or not, this is not the first time we've seen Felix. We all watch Crime Watch. So, Felix, you are a force of nature, and that is the only thing I can compliment you with. I love your tie-dye top and your tie-dye mind, because it is, I would love to be inside that head of yours for a little bit, yeah, it would put me off drugs. Felix, you came on, you were you, and it's over now, thank you.
Felix, thank you for coming on. I've definitely seen you before in my nightmares. No, honestly, really, just keep doing you. That's it for me, I don't want to say anything else.
I love that you strutted onto stage. I guess I've never seen anything like that before. It was an event that happened here tonight. I guess what I'd say is you look great for 59, and as a qualified social worker, I'd probably say make the move to decaf. Yes. I love you.
I love the fact that you have the mannerisms of an LA gangster, but in an Australian woman's sort of body. It's phenomenal. What do you skateboard or do you just dress like you do?
Hangs around skate parks.
No, I don't skate.
You don't skateboard, but you like the look.
You know what?
Is this all the charity shop had? Is that?
No. The thing is, we're living in a world where people are just, so fucking rude. I've got to hide behind this. Do you know what I mean?
Huh? Why would they be rude to you?
Why would they be rude to me?
I think everyone would just be polite and back away slowly.
That's the funny thing, the kids
There was nothing funny.
The kids up where I live get out of my fucking way, you know what I mean?
I think everyone...
But that's good, but that's what I want. I don't want to be fucked around with. I've been fucked around with my whole life.
This is getting sad.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to get sad. We want to end on a high.
No, we're all going to end on a fucking
You do you hard work. Give it up for Felix! I love this night. Okay, we have the unenviable task of choosing a winner of this show tonight. So could all of the acts who made the 5 minutes, all of those guys who survived the 5, please make your way to the stage, play some music. has actually been, it's been a show of highs and lows. And these are the high guys, and a bye guy. I really enjoyed all of your sets tonight. We're going to do something unprecedented. We're going to put 2 people through to win the Ding Dong Gong show because there's 2 acts who I think would do really well on a weekend spot. Give it up to all 4 of these guys. We're going to give a weekend spot to Greg Houston because I know that he will smash that. But tonight's winner, and someone who I think is sickening for how good they are after 3 months, give it up for Ben Winter! Ben and Greg, stick around for a photo. You are the guys, we're going to get you on some other shows, and they've all been fucking fantastic tonight. You lot have been a lovely, lovely audience. Like we sometimes have some stinkers, but you lot, apart from you, have all been fucking great. Hey, have you enjoyed yourselves this evening? Wonderful. This is the Ding Dong Gong show. We give comics a chance. We try and make them better. We try and get them progressing from open mic level to new material spots to weekend spots here, and we found some fucking amazing comics doing this show. My name is Mooch. This is I forgot your name. This is Dave Buckley. You've been wonderful. Good night.